Yeah.
All ready?
I think we are.
Yeah.
Right? I think so.
Welcome
Hello.
to Redline Anytime, episode 51.
Yeah.
Broke the 50.
It's been a while.
I was going to say, that's what I was going to say.
It's been a few weeks.
So, it has been a while, and it's not like we've not been doing anything. It's been quite an eventful
It has been,
3 weeks, really,
yeah,
hasn't it, since we last did one.
Yeah.
I think it's been more.
Well, I think this will be the fourth week that we haven't.
Yeah.
So we missed 3.
Yeah.
Because we missed the first one after I got my teeth done, and then I was away for 2 weeks,
that's
and then
right,
this is the first one.
Yeah,
So we've got
yeah.
a 3-week break.
We have.
Late spring, early summer break.
Feeling rested.
Yeah. That's been a busy couple of weeks. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like,
With everything else.
like we've only got, you would have thought there'd been way more. Just like 3 major topics. That's about it, isn't it? So I hope you're well. Hope you're enjoying the summer.
It's nice today.
It's roasting.
Beautiful today.
30 degrees. We were actually going to do the
Outside
show
all
outside
day.
today.
We were.
But it's too hot.
No. It is actually a bit too hot outside, yeah. And all the neighbours are out as well. We don't really want to hear us like swearing.
We have them looking over the fence at us, don't we?
Just drag them over like that, you know.
Yeah. Do you want to join in?
Special guest, Bill and Kay.
Don't start thinking of it.
Not even messing. Right.
Get into
Top
it.
of the show, let's get into it.
Yes.
Very exciting times coming.
Yeah.
Brand new collab. We can't talk about it.
No,
can we?
well, we can.
We can
but
talk
just-
about it.
We can, of course, we can talk about it because it's happening. We're just waiting for the teas and the goods to arrive, aren't we?
Yeah. The product is manufactured. The first one should be with us soon. UKCrownd. Oh my word.
So excited to work with you.
Absolutely.
this-
Rob,
stoked.
mate, what you've done is unreal, man. The time you spent on producing what you produced, it looks wicked.
Mate.
And we just can't wait to get it out there,
Oh,
don't
yeah.
Honestly, it's like, I just love how Scooby-Doo it is. It's like Scooby-Doo meets Trapdoor, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so good, it really, really
But
is.
it's not just that. We want to like promote all of his products, all of his teas and everything. But we're just so excited for ours, and like I say, it looks amazing. Can't wait.
100%.
So more to come on that. That's probably our most. That's our most important piece. That's probably our most relevant piece of news, isn't it? New collab, UKCrownd. Great to be working with you. Very much looking forward to it. You'll probably start to see some reels and some content from us all wearing it. Can't wait for the winter to get that beanie on as well. And there's like a whole new Redline all the time logo thing coming as well, coming out of it as well, which would be quite cool. See.
Yeah.
So you'll have to keep your merch up to date.
So as soon as it arrives, we'll be doing some stuff
Yeah.
so we can get it out there. We've got Rob's produced a reel, promotion reel, all ready to go.
Looks good, that.
So as soon as we get the teas, that will be hitting the Instagram.
They're going to go on the UKCrownd's website as well, aren't they?
Yes,
So you just
yeah,
be able to
teas
click on
and
there,
all for sale.
purchase.
And look at
buy
his
now.
other stuff. His other stuff is awesome.
It's
Yeah,
absolutely
don't just buy our stuff.
Yeah.
buy your stuff. It's very, very cool.
It's cool.
Big shout out to the rest of the partners as well. Ben Rock, I'm going to order myself some new moisturiser. I've run out. I need some
beard
new.
oil.
I've got beard oil and I've still got beard balm, but I am out of of moisturiser, so I'll be getting on for. I'll just get that separately, can't I? You don't have to get it in
You
the
get
box.
individual.
Yeah. I'll be using my discount code, capital letters, Redline, for 30% off. I'll be enjoying that.
Massive 30%.
Massive.
Be enjoying that.
You don't get that anywhere else from the near
You
folks.
too can look as young and.
Well,
I was about to say well groomed, but that's probably not the thing to say.
well, I don't know about that.
You too can enjoy youthful skin tone, even if you're over 50. Way over 50.
Way.
Right, yeah, so who have we got to say? Big up to Lonard.
Yes.
Honestly, you see the pictures of Mario and Grace on Instagram, just
Yeah.
look like the perfect couple.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was like that, love this, love you guys, like that, just cool as fuck.
And the new
Way cool.
lap 01 Monte Carlo.
Oh,
The white dial.
hello.
The white dial,
Yeah.
White dial, white
it's
strap.
like, it's motorsport as fuck as well, do you know what I mean? It's really, really nice. Checkerboard. Looks like a start-finish flag, doesn't it?
It's so
It's
cool.
amazing.
So cool.
Loving your work, way cooler than we are.
Absolutely.
Way cooler than we are. Lovely people, can't wait to see that.
Absolutely.
What else have we got? I'm trying to trying to like
you
scoot
trying to
around
do?
the
What?
like the small stuff before we get on to the really big stuff.
We're on round 4 of UCI at the
UCI
moment.
going well.
Val de Sol this weekend.
Kel Surprise, Loic Bruni at the top of the table.
Jackson Goldstone not far behind though. Only about like 40 points or
So
something
if
like
the
that.
rest of the season remains dry, it'll be close. If it gets muddy or anything like that, then Loic's just going to do them. And Loic running Brembo as well.
Yeah.
Specialised
Specialised
deal.
brakes.
Brembo brakes.
Brembo brakes on his
That
bike.
is Redline
That's
as
cool.
fuck.
Stopping
And
in the air.
have you seen the brake levers like that?
They look good.
Way cool. And
Kind of
like,
like calipers, you know.
they
Yeah.
printed the
Yeah.
Brembo
Yeah.
on so you read it from the front, not from the rider's perspective. So it's
Yes,
just like,
yes.
yes, I do have Brembo brakes on my mountain
Brembo,
bike.
friend of the show.
Friend of the show,
Let's
get some on the ST.
yeah. Well, you see, like, we don't. So remember, like, Fox did a version of their rear shocks that had like the auto sag and stuff
Yes,
like that, but
yeah.
it was exclusive to Specialized. You couldn't get it unless, but it was on my stunt jumper, the carbon
Canyon
ones,
one,
yeah,
yeah.
and it auto sag, and it was an exclusive deal, so you couldn't get it not on a Specialized bike. I'm kind of hoping that the Brembo deal isn't the same.
And you can buy it.
That you should just be able to go and buy some. Yeah.
Yeah, because when it's just aimed at one bike or exclusive to one bike, it's a bit of a.
So to get a
thing,
boss pair of
You
brakes,
want-
I'm
you
going
want
to
to-
spend like £6 on a new bike.
Yeah,
This is the world
exactly.
of
You want to be
mountain
able to buy the parts. and
Nothing
pull
would
it.
surprise me
No,
more.
no.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
I mean,
right.
like I guess with the shock thing, you can make it kind of proprietary, just the length of it and all that lot, so it only fits on one bike. There's all kinds of different
But
things.
right, brakes
Brakes,
are brakes.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stoppers are stoppers. It'd be interesting to see, because Hope have been like just regarded
Hey.
as the best, and then
Hayes
like
turned up,
Hayes
didn't
have
he? Yeah.
turned up, and there's some like SRAM have come up with some new ones, and
Yeah.
Mavens, and then.
Well, Shimano are coming out with a whole new
Yeah,
thing
like
now as well.
XT brakes have always been XT brakes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're standard. But with Brett, they're going to have to be something else because, like, the industry, like, you just get a good set of brakes. There's no step change, you know what I mean?
No.
Like,
You'd hope they would be with the name for Brembo.
I know, yeah. Like, it's just like,
It goes without saying, really.
you're going to come in and do this. It's a bit like you have to nail it.
Their minimum is extreme stopping power
Yeah.
to top everything else
Yeah.
to be as good as they, they're making out they're going to be.
You want it to be,
Gotta have a bit extra.
if you're in the air, both wheels up, and you pull them on, they've got to stop you, do you know what I mean?
No, they shouldn't stop you. They should pull you back to where you last took off.
Like a reading.
Yeah. That's how powerful they should be.
Fucking brakes, yeah. Slap them on and the world stops spinning, you know what I mean? Like that, yeah.
Brembo.
Friend of the show, honorary friend of the show, Brembo, friend of the show. Loving your work. We would very much like to. Like the amount we crash, you'd be able to see if they're any good. Like if they can stop us before our
you
crashes.
I still crashed, however, my bike is stood up.
Like, the bike stopped where I hit the brakes, and
I went.
I left it. Yeah. That was our brakes. So what else have we got? I've not been keeping up with MotoGP.
No, I've not seen any of it.
Like the funniest thing I think has been like Mark Marquez's mum backing Alex Marquez.
Yeah.
That's about as competitive as the top of the table has been. I think there's no one else is getting fucking close.
No.
And it's been like friendly banter, just like the Marquezes and Marquez Mar. Just like that. Oh, go on, Alex. And so
home beef.
yeah, and then like Mark will be posting up like, oh no, she's changed her mind now. She's back following the
She's back
champion.
out.
Yeah, honestly, it's like. And that's about the most fun thing. I really haven't seen any of it. There was all the TT stuff
That's
happening
right,
as well,
last week, yeah,
and they
yeah,
cancelled one of them. They cancelled the senior race, didn't they, because of the wind conditions?
Oh, right.
Yeah, mainly because I think the wind had done like a complete 180. Wasn't necessarily
Bad wind.
unbelievably high. It's just from 180 from where it's been all week.
All the prep.
Go at that.
All the prep.
It's like you can't mess around.
Did anyone actually lose their life this year? And those are
I've
the
not
big
heard of
ones.
anything.
But I think it's probably the first year where
not
I've
heard
not
of it.
heard of any riders
Yeah,
actually, because it's like average deaths at TT are like 1
1
point something.
yeah,
you know
exactly,
what I mean?
every
So
year.
it's always
Yeah,
someone losing
One or
their
two
life.
a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think anyone else. I know, like, was it
Hickey?
Not Hickey. I think Hickey had a big one, and the other guy, the other contender, I think he's Australian.
Yeah, I don't know.
But-
Correct us if we're wrong, but
I'm
Well,
pretty
but-
sure they like. There's a couple of them had like serious
yeah.
big ones, but managed to like obviously not die, which is a good thing. But the weather stayed good, other than like for the senior, and there was then like a couple of riders who were a bit arrogant, going, Oh, a bit gutted really, because you know, I fancy myself with that.
Sod
And you're
off.
like,
Sod off.
the fuck off, like,
come on.
really? Come on.
You're only
Why
saying that
are
because
you
you're
doing
12.
And I think Michael Dunlop has been inducted into the Hall of Fame. Yeah.
Wow.
For like the most successful TT rider of all time.
Yeah,
like,
fair
dude,
play
he's
to him, like.
and he didn't know what bike he was riding until like a week before the TT. Just he's got different sponsors for different classes as well, so it's all up a bit up in the air. And it's like, I'm not sure what I'm riding yet, but he just turns up and beats everyone. And it's like fucking bonkers,
That's
mate.
just, yeah, I was going to say that's raw skill, that, innit?
Yeah, the
Doesn't matter what they
circus.
sit on.
Right. So speaking of TT, you know there's the F1 movie out like this week.
Yes.
It's just come out, right?
Yeah.
But like hilariously, Max Verstappen completely snubbed the premiere, just so that he could go home, spend time with his daughter, and test his GT3 car.
What a guy.
Good on him.
So he must be planning to do another race on the Formula 1
He just
weekend.
loves driving.
Dude, honestly,
Loves
like
driving.
in his interviews now, because he's just been criticised so much, he's just blunt with him.
Yeah,
He asks me
exactly,
a question,
yeah,
you can
yeah,
answer
yeah.
this. I think it's childish. I'm not answering that.
That's
You know what I
right,
mean?
yeah.
That's not
Straight
answerable.
up with them.
Just like that. I'm not having any of it. do you know
I'm
what I
with
mean?
him. I'm
Totally with him. I was
honestly.
like, he is by far away the best character in Formula 1.
Absolutely.
And it's not because he's the most controversial. It's because of the attitude he's taken to the constant ribbing that he gets.
Absolutely,
He's just like
yeah.
that. Fuck off. Do you know what I mean? All right, I'll tell you what. We'll see.
But I'm
Fuck all
sure
that.
we'd be exactly the same.
I'll leave my
do you know
words
what I
to
mean?
the track.
Yeah, but he's not letting it get to him at all.
No.
It's
Yeah,
almost
yeah,
like
that's
he's
right.
like
He's ignoring it, really.
it's almost become like the arch bad guy. If it was a pantomime, everyone would be like that. Boo! Every time he comes up.
And we're
And
like, Max. Woo!
And it, like honestly, like he's driving better than he ever has. He's got fewer fucks than he ever
Seems
has.
calmer as
Yeah,
well,
he's
doesn't
just like, what do we say? As soon as he becomes a dad,
That's
it's like
right,
that
yeah.
lethal weapon. Because
Yeah.
like all of a sudden, it's not the most important thing in his life. So you just relax.
Yeah.
He's like, he's
Surviving.
having fun. Do you know what I mean? He's not even survival. He's just like, no, do you know what? That's where all my
Yeah.
fucks are. This is just a cherry on the top, and I don't have to be here. So
That's
he's
it,
like,
exactly.
he's got no pressure when he gets behind the wheel.
Yeah.
And like quite a few people are now saying he'll win a 5th championship this year, which I wouldn't put it past
Well,
him.
no,
Right?
I just think McLaren.
And then they reckon he'll retire. Be like,
Yeah,
that,
Piastri's
I just
nailing
think
it.
McLaren.
Oh, yeah,
is, yeah.
Piastri for
Honestly, like,
They just-
well, what a race as well this
Oh.
weekend from Canada, mate. Honestly, like, right up to those last few laps, you just like, you just don't know who's going to win, do you know what I mean? All the way through with all the different strategies and stuff. Me and Mr. Rick sat outside and watched. It was like, wow.
On the
Did you see
projector.
Hamilton vaporised that ground?
Yeah.
Vaporised.
One of the Le Mans cars hit a rabbit, one of the BMWs. Reason, and like it's written in the logs like that. Reason for retirement.
Rabbit.
Hit a rabbit. And I wonder if the rabbit was all right. Like we got hit by an M4 on the like, I'm pretty
Nothing
sure.
left of it.
Pretty sure it come off worse. Like you know what I
I think
mean?
it's like everyone avoided it, then you just see this Ferrari just
Literally, now you know where the phrase "like a rabbit in the headlights"
Yeah.
comes from. Yeah.
Hit the rabbit, could not find carcass.
First of all, there was a rabbit, then there was a car, and then,
And
there
then
was just
there's not
like
a
there was
rabbit.
just like red spray in the atmosphere.
Yeah, that's
and
right,
the
yeah.
car carried on. Yeah, just
vapor.
popped it. And off it went.
No rabbit.
So yeah, speaking of Le Mans, let's get into that. You may or may not know, I kind of had the dream opportunity,
The privilege.
the absolute
The
privilege of getting called up to go work with a Le Mans team for the Le Mans 24 Hours, which was like kind of bonkers. And you get there like, yeah, you know, and then you realise they're like serial winners. And
TF
you know,
Sport.
TF
Yeah.
Sport, the
Get all
guys.
over it.
Got definite friends of the show, like
Yes.
hundreds of them, do you know what I mean? But to be welcomed into the team and feel like a part of it after just such a short amount of time was like a really special thing, do you know what I mean? I'm never ever going to forget that. It looks like there's going to be some more stuff to do. How much of that involves being like at a racetrack?
Well,
I don't
you're
know.
going to need a right-hand man with you. aren't
Yeah,
you?
definitely, yeah. Like, honestly, there are no shortages of people who've gone. So, you know how the payage, like, so you're driving around France, right? And we'll get on to driving around France. Payage, right, is always on the wrong side of the fucking car, right, from the top. You're like,
Even if it's just to
seatbelt
do
on,
that.
and like, the wallet, fucking leave, like, so there you go, that's what I was going to say, like, having some, because there's like 5 or 6 payages to get through before you get to the wall. just having someone there just to wind the window down, feed in, this seat, go, like,
Job done.
Seatbelt off, handbrake off, phone off, dash, unlock, wallet, push buttons, card in, like fucking, nightmare.
Spend more time getting through borders than actually.
Yeah, well, just getting through toll booths, you know what I mean? Border thing was no problem. But yeah, so what an experience. Like, did the whole passage thing in the town square where you like push the cars through for scrutineering, like thousands of fans all over the place, and like, man, just being like right in the middle of it. And I left before the race, carried on down to the Pyrenees, which we'll get on to. And then the news come through. It's like they've only went and like won the class.
Yeah, that's it.
And I'm like, oh my god, I wasn't quite prepared for the feels. You know what I mean? That actual sense of like, there's a bit of like personal pride because you feel like part of the team.
Part of them getting to that point where they could actually
what an experience, man.
run the race. Because without it, they wouldn't have been where they were. I don't imagine.
I don't know. You can't even say that it's like significant like that. I just did like
I don't know
trackside
about that.
IT. I mean, like in some
Because
small way.
but for what you were saying about where they were with that.
Yeah,
Compared
like,
to where they are with what you've left them
I
with.
agree. I follow you.
It's nice to think that in some way everybody in the team contributes to where the cars end up, and like even me just doing my job, making sure like the IT works and all that kind of thing, you know, does have a contributing factor. You don't want to like big it up or anything because it's a bit like, well, you know, but that's what I'm saying to you, like the feels, because you feel like part of the team. Yeah. Feel like you share it, do you know what I mean? And honestly, even though they were like 700 kilometres away, when by the time you won, I still sat there in Rick's back garden going, oh my god, oh my god, and like you put one of the.
But you've got to give them credit for taking you in and making you part of the team, making you feel that way.
It's an honour, isn't it?
Exactly.
It's a real honour because like that group
because
of
they
people.
didn't have to. They could have just gone,
outside a new boy, IT guy, whatever. But
so
no,
for them to be able to take you in.
Yeah.
To do
like
the job that
socially and like professionally, just the best fun. So thank you everyone at TX
Friends
Sport.
of the show.
Definite friends of the show. I hope I get to work with you again.
And I'm coming with it.
And I've like made quite a few friends who like I've like stayed in touch with some of the other team members and guys and stuff like that. So it's nice, and like we've got all the team pictures. Managed to get on like the team pictures down to the final chicane. Got that one, the town centre ones. It was just absolutely mind-blowing, like childhood dream, like dream job, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'll never forget that. It was like leaving on the day I left was a bit like, parting with such sweet sorrow, you know. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing some more stuff with them, and just the opportunity to be like Redline all the time, reporting live from the pit lane. Do you know what I mean? Like drive change going on in the background, it's just like.
That's what it needs
Absolutely
to be.
mental, but such a privilege, and I do feel so lucky to have been involved with it. Yeah, so
Cool.
Fingers crossed, we'll do a bit more of that.
Yes.
Whilst I was away, you were busy having a heart attack.
Well, almost. Sort of.
Not heart attack.
Yeah. It's a bit of a downer really because I was supposed to go to Turkey that night.
That was the downside.
That was the downside, yeah. I mean, the upside is that you're alive.
Yes, absolutely. I mean,
not dead.
Yeah.
So, like, the super irony is, right, a week ago, from France, so I've got a reminder. So Neil had open heart surgery 5 years ago, almost yesterday. 5 years ago to the day.
Yeah.
So my phone reminds me of his heart attack, but I get the reminder 1 week before, which was the day he had his heart attack. So he had his heart attack on the day I get the reminder, and the Neil not dying day is the day you had your heart surgery. So I message him like that, happy like heart attack day, do you know what I mean? And in the back of his mind, he's like, that he doesn't know all this fucking story, does he? He's starting to feel a bit ropey by now. Right? And I find out, like today, that he's been aware of it for a bit. And the irony of the fact that you're like in hospital, almost like in the same fucking situation.
It was. I mean, it was.
5 years
That's
to
the way it felt.
day.
When I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning,
It's ironic, really, isn't it?
I
Let's
felt
hope he's got a
it was like-
5-year cycle. I don't know he hooked up every 5 years.
Karma's every 7 years.
Something
So.
like that, yeah, he had a heart attack.
But yeah, when I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, it was just like.
Hang on, I know what we're not
It's all
I know
happening.
what carry on.
And I was trying to hold off. What are you doing? Well, have you not pressed record or something?
No, what I've not done, right, everyone stop. Carry on.
Right, so yeah, I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning feeling like 5 years ago with the pain and everything. I tried, I tried shaking off because I knew once I woke the wife, once I went Helen up, that was it. That was the end of my holiday. Because, like I say, we were due to go to Turkey that Saturday
that was
night.
the more important thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did, and I got whisked off to hospital. I got taken straight to resus. They were acting like I'm going to Broad Green, their heart and lung place in Liverpool,
It's not good.
and it wasn't looking good. But over a couple of days, I got better, and I got released
Shrugged
on
it
Monday.
Still alive.
Shrugged it off.
Shrugged it off.
And here he is now.
Few more tablets, and yeah, but I'm okay now.
A few more tablets, always a good way to go, isn't it, really?
You know the score.
So, but yeah, thanks once again to Aaron Park and the NHS. they were all over me. They did what
Looked
they
after
needed
you
to
again.
do. Yeah.
This guy again. Seriously.
He's like $6 million man. That's approximately what it's cost the NHS so far, isn't it?
And a bit.
And I used to love the $6
$6 million, right?
He's
So
Redline as fuck.
we were talking about that in France. It's like $6 million man. Be like that. A bit cheap, like current standards.
Yes, that is
$6
cheap,
million
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, we can rebuild him. Yeah, not for less than 12 billion.
Yeah. Be like, if you want them kind of add-ons now, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you definitely need to be like either an arch criminal or like Richard Branson or something. You know what I mean?
He'll secret lair in a mountain.
Maybe Richard Branson is like the bionic man because he's always there in the background, isn't he? Like kind of never getting old a little bit. Just like, and doing stupid stuff. That's what like Richard Branson was Redline as fuck, I can remember. Because like the amount of times he tried to kill himself in the most expensive way possible by doing
his
stupid
balloons
things.
and shit.
If you're going to do it, do it
Speedboat,
properly.
go big, you know what I mean?
With a plan.
And didn't his island get written off at one point? A hurricane or whatever.
But there's massive fire or
That's
something,
right,
yeah. And there's only
And he
ever like
rebuilt
mega
it.
celebrities there like that. Whoa, well that's going to be an expensive insurance bill, isn't it?
But he can
So
afford it.
yeah, so it's probably like Virgin fucking travel insurance or something, isn't it? Yeah.
Don't talk to me about
Right, so
travel
we have to big up our new European correspondent,
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Rick?
Mr. Rick,
He's right,
who is currently riding round like Central Europe with Scotty on a couple of motorbikes.
What's he on?
He's on a same as your old man, a 1200 BMW.
Oh, yeah.
1250 RS.
Yeah, he's got one of them, like full long way down kind of thing.
What a tour that is.
And Scotty never bothered to get a bike license, so he's got this mad 1400cc trike. You know what I mean? Which he just drives like a bell end. So
40.
Scotty,
Big up.
Redline as fuck, mate. Don't ever change. Good to speak to you as well. That's what I'm saying, mate.
He's on the way up there. Sniffing it out.
What do you
Don't
think you're
even
doing?
think about it.
Going
no.
on. See that couch is empty there.
So yeah, so we should be getting plenty of like Redline motorbike time from like
Cool.
randomly all over Europe.
Somewhere in the world.
Like find out where they are day to day. Don't think they even know where they're going. You've got a rough idea. So yeah, that'll be interesting. And I've also got a little video to edit as well of his official inauguration where I
he's got
hand
a
over
hoodie.
my hoodie, the one that's like been around the world and like that.
The hoodie.
The hoodie, you know what I mean? So yeah, great to spend some time with you and with Rani as well, and your friends. Like a super wonderful group of people, such a laugh. But yeah, again, just like all the love. Honestly, I just came home in such great shape. Do you know what I mean? After
Hashtag healed.
hashtag healed, yeah, basically, yeah, it was exactly what I needed at exactly the right time. Because previous to this, the first week we missed, I'd been in it all, my teeth pulled out.
If you can't tell.
So like for the last week, I've been speaking like semi-normal.
Turn down your brightness.
But because my gums are now like healing and the swelling's gone down, there's like a little gap at the top of your teeth, like between your gums, so you can go. But it means to speak funny. You know what I mean? And it would be just in time for the show, wouldn't it? So
Yeah.
So much to the cat.
But these aren't my actual real teeth. These are just like temporary teeth.
You're never going to have real
Temporary
teeth.
teeth. Look like I have. I don't care. What do you know? So yeah, like honestly, the folks at 21D, I'm going to big them up, right? Because
Yeah, because we all need new teeth.
like it's not
Sponsor us.
it's not
All
the
for men
most
smiling already.
Welcome back.
it's not the most inexpensive way of going about it, but long term it actually is. So essentially, you rock up, you pull all your teeth out, you put like a couple of titanium horseshoes in your gums and stitch them back up again. And then they screw on a set of like essentially foam teeth from the corner shop. Do you know what I mean? Except not made of foam. And then like you get these huge ones. Just keep your lips and your like away from your gums, which is why you sound a bit like a mouthful of golf balls. Yeah. But first week I was here miserable on like just eating like pureed food and stuff. But a couple of really good things came out of it, right? You have to start thinking about what you're going to eat. Yeah. You can't just go, oh, I'll just have a pizza or I'll just have this or that and the other. You actually have to think about what you eat, and then you have to kind of give a bit of a nod to like, well, okay, so I can't just eat soup. I have to really like still balance your diet and
blended
stuff.
Fish.
If you get the right fish, I was eating like steamed fish. Well, that was really fucking
really
nice
soft
as well.
steamed
Really,
fish.
really nice.
I can survive on that.
And like stupid stuff, because I've not eaten bread or pasta for a couple of weeks, I actually think I'm like slightly wheat intolerant. So my digestion, like just general all round energy, way better. So the knock-on effect of it, and also they found like quite a bit of infection below a couple of root canals, which you have no idea of because there's no like nerves down there. Having that just gone. Within a few days, like I feel like $1 million fucking dollars. Like, wow, a little bit uncomfortable, but like in yourself, like you're like you're now
instead of
yourself
fighting infection.
Yeah, and like me, like glands in my neck gone, and then you go, oh my god. So I had a cancer scare last year, like lymph nodes, all that lot, and it's a bit like there's no closure. You don't know what caused it. Do you know what I mean? And then like I was talking to the dentist afterwards, and he was telling me like I was quite a bit of infection, and I went, would that have been anything to? And he was like, oh yeah, there was enough of it for it to like, you know what I mean? And like cuts, little bits and bobs, just healing really quick. I've got constantly like chewed legs from riding bikes. I'm like literally at the point where for the first time ever, I don't think I've got any like scabs or scars healing.
That
it's
one
just
on your finger.
Boom, that was a breast one. But like bags under my eyes, gone. Like rather than needing more and more sleep, I'm back down to 6 hours. Just wake up again like that. Yeah. Boom. Do you know what I mean?
So the point of the story is, go get yourself new teeth.
Go get all your teeth pulled out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll go back next week for a little scan, see where everything is, and then they make my own like custom teeth based on the scans to start with, where all the way outside.
So will they be like basically the same as your teeth you had before?
They'll have like the same position in my mouth, but they've kind of corrected a slight underbite as well. So it's a bit.
Is that an underbite or an overbite?
No, I had an underbite.
What's an underbite?
Where your bottom jaw is under. Oh no,
your bottom jaw's over.
Over like that.
No, that's an overbite.
No,
because I've got an overbite.
No, an overbite's your top.
Your top.
Yeah, it's your top.
You've got an underbite.
So that's what happens. That's why you end up going full crackhead. As you lose teeth,
no, because
your jaw moves up and forward, so you get that Gurner like crackhead look. And because I've had no like back teeth for ages, you've kind of got to correct it. So these only go up to here.
Because I've got an overbite.
Yeah, these are like half. So I've got no chewers, but I'm already up based on what I had before because I didn't have any back teeth anyway. So it's like.
Honestly, you got more at the front now.
Yeah, I got like, and they're all usable as well. It's like that way. See, look, that's that gurney look there.
I know, mate. Well, I've got an overbite.
So whilst it's healing, they put these in just to correct the muscles in your jaw, so that when the actual ones go in, they line up. They're all at the front. Because these ones you can see is like the bottom jaw's like slightly wonky. So they correct all that, and then I go for a new load of scans, and then it's another 4 weeks after that where I go and have my final teeth, which should just then fit absolutely perfectly. And be, beautiful and fucking
nice.
Yeah. So I don't think I'm going to go down a shade. I'm just going to
What's the company called again?
21D.
21D.
They've got places all over the country. Their surgical centres are in Warrington. The pre-surgery, I was in for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Do you know what I mean? And it was uncomfortable for a bit. Just pulled all your teeth out. Stitches are a bit of a pain, but they just dissolve and go. And then you heal really, really quickly. And as soon as the swelling starts to go down, and you can start to eat stuff, and it's the roof of your mouth that takes the longest to recover, the bit of soft palate, but it's starting to feel natural now inside your mouth. And honestly, it's like the most bonkers thing I think I've ever done, because it's pure vanity. It really, really is. Lots of money, and it's pure vanity, right?
Oh yeah, it's just pure aesthetic, isn't it?
But the way I feel just health-wise now, but also
But I think if we
confidence-wise
could
as well.
afford to do it, I think we'd all be doing it. We'd be all over it. Do you know what I mean? I would,
Like
for
Mr.
sure.
Like Mr. Ed.
I would.
But yeah,
Definitely
honestly,
do it.
it's belting. It's absolutely great. You can like crack a smile in the mirror and like not go, "Ooh," you know what I mean? It's honestly, it's a really, really good thing. I got way more out of it than I imagined. It was quite ridiculous though for the first week, wasn't it? I couldn't speak, couldn't eat, just like
Talking like this.
I just got pure rip. They were like laughing their heads off. So it got to the point where I was actually trying to teach my phone to lisp. You know, like it learns like your words and stuff. So me and Noel were like just pissing about, like, I wonder if I can teach me autocorrect to lisp. So like every time you type something and you like change it for the th spelling, right? You just have to keep choosing it, and it just then starts correcting the normal spelling to the lisp. So me and Noel have been like texting in lisps for like, mate, honestly, like so much fun. But yeah, can't recommend it enough. 21D. They're all over social media. If you're thinking about it, and this is in no way endorsed by them either. It's just like I went through, did the thing, paid the money, got a new grin, and even if you kind of go like, all right, sounds. So if I still had to pay for the new teeth, what I've got out of it so far in terms of like learning about yourself, but also getting rid of that infection, it's like, oh my god. Worth the money.
It's not just
worth the money. It's not just your teeth. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, like the whole self-confidence thing and all that, and like everybody wants to whistle a little bit when they're resting away. So sorry, that some speech impediment you got there.
Whiffle.
But honestly, it's because they're healing now. I've gone from like sounding ridiculous, a week or two of like actually not realising you got new teeth, and now like you're starting to heal and the swelling's really going down. You start to sound more ridiculous again. So you got to be able to laugh at yourself for this. But yeah, would recommend it highly. The thought of having all your teeth pulled out isn't for you. Well, then I don't think it's going to be for you. But it's better than going Turkey, having them all ground off, and then like you've still got all the trouble in your gums. Everything gone, like literally everything.
Purely aesthetic,
absolutely gone. There's no root canals, there's no fillings, there's none of that like amalgam in your mouth and all that kind of stuff. All gone. And then there's just like 4 screws into your skull, 4 screws down into your lower jaw.
And some of these turkey teeth look absolutely ridiculous.
Oh my god.
Bloody do,
So I was thinking, so like if I break these, right, these just screw into that titanium thing. So break these, right, 250 quid I think, and they just CNC you up a new pair because they've got all your stuff, and they've got this biomechanical lab, so they just make you a new set. 5 minutes to put them in, 250 quid. I'm like, get a set for Halloween. like
fangs.
Proper fangs on them like that. No, these are my real teeth. Just for one night only. Yeah. But like as you know, like that, you end up with just huge holes in your lip because you forget, because it fits so well. You just be like that. Or like PR holes in your tongue and stuff like that. So yeah, new teeth. Just in case you hadn't noticed, let's just make a big thing of it. 21D, friend of the show. Honestly. The thing that sold me was he's going on about jaw position and this and that. The other, he goes, and how do we solve that? With engineering. I was like, bye now.
I mean.
Engineering. It's not like some dentist he's like that. He's going to apply engineering to my face. I was like that. That's what I want.
I'm not a doctor. I'm an engineer.
I'm an engineer. I can get with that. Yeah. So funnily enough, we hadn't actually written teeth down. We've got France. So vive la France, right? Here we go. Let's get back to Redline, right? So I drove 800 kilometres from the Pyrenees to Normandy to get on a ferry to come home, right? Set off, did 85 mile an hour, stopped twice, once for a piss, once to fill up, straight there. Mainly on like 2 carriageway roads. All through the day, through the rush hours, one end to the other.
Not a problem.
Not a fucking problem, right? Sweet as a nut.
Hit the UK.
Boomph, right? So within 5 minutes of getting off the ferry, traffic jam. Got off the F27, traffic jam. Traffic jam, just like that. And like trucks just pulling out and like, dude, no lane discipline. You just like, and it's just stressful.
So just it took you as long to travel 200 miles in the UK as you need to travel 600 miles in.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. And that's stopping for like tolls and bits and bobs as well here and there. But you just like, you get to the other end, 800 kilometres, you're just like so chill because it's like,
barely feels like you're driving.
And even though you're whacking along, it's just like, sound.
Peaceful.
You know what I mean? Actually, you can enjoy your drive without worrying that some twat's going to pull out in front of you or hog the outside lane, or you just like lane discipline. It seems to be a thing all over. Everywhere in Europe I've driven, lane discipline seems to be.
It doesn't happen here because them middle lane hoggers here are ridiculous.
Terrible.
So like they've added an extra lane to the M6. You've now just got 3 lanes of trucks and like 1 lane of cars going around. And you're like, I thought the highway code said you couldn't go in lane 3 if you were a truck.
No.
So like now the hard shoulders lane 1, the middle lane is lane 3. Yeah. So you've got with new lane 1, lane 2 which was the inside lane 3 was the old middle lane, and they're all like all 3 lanes. Like fuck off.
Go away.
I mean? Like go away.
Take me back to France.
Take me back to France, yeah. So, shit just works. And, like, interestingly, the French government have just renationalised the power company, bought it, I don't think they bought it back, I think they just demanded it back off the shareholders.
We're having it.
Like, we're having it. And then knocked 15% off all of France's electric bill because you were getting charged too much. A bit like, we slag them off
Listen
like
up,
that.
Starmer.
It's got bureaucracy, like the French.
Listen up.
No, do you know what? Like, they're just actually getting shit done.
You know what it's
It's
about.
like, there's a lot there that you think, why aren't they?
How come?
Do you know what I mean?
They seem to be going in the right direction.
Yeah. Like that whole socialist thing. I don't necessarily agree with the politics, but I don't do politics.
Where's that card?
I was going to say I don't agree with the politics, but we're not doing politics. Oh, hang on. So we're not going to get to the Middle East at all?
No.
All right, okay, right.
Move on.
War.
No,
Is it good for? Right, so we've done France, love France, looked at a couple of houses. I'm thinking of buying one. Again, like reasonable house prices. Like so, we went for a little meal, had a little starter, lovely mains, couple of beers, couple of large Jack Daniels, blah blah blah. 3 of us, €66.
Nice.
And like in the coolest place.
Yeah, but you had snails, mate.
No, we didn't.
He did, don't lie. Frog's legs.
We didn't.
Frog's legs and snails.
We had these like boss pulled beef. Like
Let's go in the back
sandwiches.
garden and get some snails. That's what you had.
I feel like he's in France.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, go on. For the sake of argument, I do.
You
Yeah.
did.
If that makes for better telly, then yeah, I had snails. We were all sat there going, look at that escargot.
Go.
Yeah. F1.
Talked about that.
Have we talked about F1?
Yeah, we talked about
Have we talked about Lando Norris driving into the back of Oscar Piastri on the last
We
lap
didn't
of the
know,
Grand
but
Prix?
we saw. Yeah, we didn't hit that.
I don't think Lando's winning this championship.
No,
No, he's head fell off.
Yeah, film launch this week. We talked about that.
Yeah.
UCI round 4,
Yeah.
Val de Sol.
Yeah.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, Durf Tech.
Oh, M&M's not fucking
Hang on, Durf Tech. Here we
working
are.
too well, is it?
Here we are. Durf Tech. Have we talked about
Durf Tech,
Durf Tech?
yeah, we haven't.
There you go. Talk about Durf Tech then.
Yeah, Durf Tech, big up. The SC's in there. New turbo.
I'll be joining your ranks
He will.
of customers.
He's going to be bringing his van.
We'll get onto that, mate.
Yeah. So the Durf Tech got the SC. Doing quite a bit of work. They're pro as fuck.
Yeah.
They really are, and they're expanding. They've got so many customers. They've gone from having just a dyno and a space for 1 or 2 cars to now expanding. So they now got the dyno, 4 bailiffs.
Nice.
You've got officers. They've got an engine build room, and they're just going off. So if you want your car tuning, you want any work doing for
You
your
just want
car,
it working on.
yeah, absolutely.
Durf
Go to Durf
Just like
Tech.
tuning.
You're probably going to wait a while now, but it's worth the wait because these guys are spot on. They know what they're doing.
Would they be better value than my £240 oil change?
I think they probably
Do you think
would.
they probably would? Yeah, okay,
yeah.
M53 Ford. What the fuck are you doing, man?
We're not going to make it personal. We're going to turn it into a ritual. But I'm not sure I've got great value for the £250, well, £300,
£300.
250 quid plus
Plus
VAT.
VAT,
And that's standard price.
Yeah.
Like,
Oil and filter change, or something
someone
like that?
someone give it a once over. Oil filter, air filter, and 2 gaskets. £300. And a big list of stuff that was like, oh, you need this, this, and this. I'm like, why did you fucking do it? And it's Saturday.
And the flat tire.
God,
You're like-
you should have known it was Saturday, so
like
you're not
my
going to get your
fault
full value for
For
money
not knowing.
because it's Saturday.
Yeah. It's like, where on your price list does it go? Standard service. Standard service.
Excluding Saturday.
Bracket, S or asterisk. If you look down at the bottom, it goes, oh, Saturday services are a bit shitter than they are during the week. It's like that. No, tell me about that. How am I supposed to fucking know? Like,
What's that about?
Really?
I'm sure Durf Tech wouldn't do that.
Exactly. So I'm pretty sure I'll get better value for me 250. And I was like, well, what about fuel filters? Oh no, they're not included. So 100,000 mile service on your van does not
doesn't
include a fuel filter.
Terrible, yeah.
And then I got 1,000 miles into my trip, and my van went, "Oh, you need to change your oil now."
Ping,
I'm like,
ping.
So you didn't
What?
even change me or...
Well, they either didn't change it, or
They
they
did
did
change
change it and didn't reset the
"You just
computer
didn't
to say
reset the
that it
computer."
changed.
And there's
Well,
loads
just-
of other
come
stuff.
on, that's standard practice.
Loads of other stuff, which we're not going to get into for like litigation type reasons. But you know, we're not making any of it up. It actually happened. So I don't know whether you could like be sued for telling the truth. But yeah, like apparently,
Just
like,
don't take your car there on a
service
Saturday.
receptionist come out was like actually getting quite shirty. He's like, "Well, if you'd done this and gone there, then this would." Like, it's not like trying to convince me that it's not even that expensive.
It's
I'm
your
like,
fault.
and then it was my fault. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
like,
of course.
It's your fault for bringing your cars, your van to
I'm not
our
entirely
service
sure I
station.
agree with
Bring
that.
it to
So
the
yeah,
other one.
didn't feel like a particularly good customer experience.
You're going to take your van, but you're not welcome.
Yeah, basically.
Take your van and your money, but Saturday. Oh, you know what?
But you know, like they must have a thriving business because like it took weeks to actually get in there, and cause, like you phone weeks and weeks before you go, just so you're not at the last minute, and like, "Oh, we can fit you on Saturday like that." Yes, no worries. Like, oh, well, no one went, but it's a bit shit on a Saturday. Like, we can't do anything. So yeah, buyer beware. Always choose a weekday for your servicing options, if it's all possible, particularly if you're going on a long drive and you know that you're going to need to lean on your vehicle. Mine came back slightly less reliable than it went for reasons that we discussed earlier on. But, you know, buyer beware. Always ask what it includes.
Beware
Are
of the
you happy
weekend.
with that? You know, what do you actually get for your money? Because
They would say we've got this Saturday. No thanks.
Or like that. Is that the Saturday service option or is that the normal service option? Oh, it's the Saturday. Okay,
I'll go elsewhere.
The Saturday service option. It's like brackets asterisk C note. If the day you've
Saturday.
requested is a Saturday, the service you receive may not be quite as good as the rest of the week. But it's the same price.
Still going to cost you the same.
All it is just going to adjust your expectations.
Yeah. That's
right.
So buyer beware. Always check what's included in the ridiculous service bill that they've just quoted you. And if it is an oil change, then honestly, like, go to DirtTech.
Yeah.
You'll probably get like fuel filters and like maybe even, I don't know, like fucking
A goodie bag.
timing belt or something. You know what I mean? 100,000 miles. Oh yeah.
I think what you'll get at DirtTech is what you ask for. It's
Yeah,
what you're
that's
gonna get.
all you want, innit? I don't want any more. I just want to know, like, that my vehicle's going to be all right for the next 250 fucking thousand miles, or like at least the next 2,000 when you go to France. You know what I mean?
Bare minimum.
Bare minimum. But apparently, like I say, I need to adjust my expectations.
You're wrong.
I am usually wrong, so just check. You know, main dealers, particularly, we all know they're expensive. We accept that, but you kind of buy the peace of mind. Especially if you've got a big trip on. But it's like, I didn't get it. I did not get it. It was winging a prayer like that. Oh, go on. So I'll be speaking to the guys at DirtTech. There's some few bits.
I'm sure they'll disconnect your eco button as well.
Whoa. If they reprogram the
Let's
eco
not get
button
into
to
that.
be like 150 horse mode, then that's fine, do you know what I mean?
Still says eco.
Fully alright with that. As long as the dash says eco, I'm happy, mate, do you know what I mean? I feel like I'm doing a bit for the planet. Saving the world one tank of fuel at a time. So we can cross off the failed service experience as being shit.
Yeah.
We've done our new Mr. Rick correspondent, sound. We've done DirtTech. TT movie after the success of the F1 project.
Didn't even know
Brad
it
Pitt,
really?
Brad Pitt and somebody else have decided they're going to do a TT movie, already in production.
Okay.
Blah 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 blah.
Right.
I'm like, how are you going to get like on the big screen, tipping into essentially what looks like a post office shop window at 100 miles an hour in the middle of a town, right? I don't think, like, no matter how, I know Brad Pitt rides motorbikes. I think that's going to be made
You know,
CGI. You know, like the F1
know,
film, there's a lot of F1
You know what
cars
they're
who
gonna have
are
to get to
actual
star in
team.
that?
Done that.
Tom Cruise.
He'll do it himself.
Yeah, probably would.
He would.
Wow.
He'd take it on, man. I'm telling you. Tom Cruise would do it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a big
Impossible.
enough knob. But, I don't know, it takes him years and years of learning the course. And like,
It
the
does.
onboard is just bonkers.
But it would be. I mean, a lot of it would be stunt like
So I'm saying that, like, for the F1 film, they had cars and a team, and they were at race
right.
weekends for
Yeah.
like a whole
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
don't think they're going to put Brad Pitt on, say,
No, not a chance.
you know, like on a I don't know, a Ducati or you know a Panigale, something like that, like in leathers, and go right sound. But we'll just speed it up a bit.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? You're on
not
board. It's like it's just not going to look real, is it? Do you know what I mean?
Slow down the sound.
So I'm not entirely sure I'm convinced with the TT
we'll
movie.
wait for that.
We haven't bigged up our sponsors for a while. We talked about our new partner with UKCrownd.
Literally,
Right
yeah.
at the start.
Did you apply? So why
We
did no one
mentioned
cross it
Lonard
off?
and the new
You've got
Monte
the
Carlo and...
Yeah, you're
Sounds
not,
about me.
not doing well.
Just checking you're paying attention. Right, so we've done sponsors, we've done Lonard, we've done Men Rocket, we've done these guys, Atlas Forge.
We haven't now. I mean,
Alright, so we haven't done all the
Oh my
sponsors.
God.
I haven't spoken to the guys at Atlas Forge for a while. Apart from the other day, I think Grillis, he messaged me because of me being in hospital and stuff, but I'm not so sure what they're up to. No, he saw me post and he sent me a message to make sure everything was good and, you know.
Oh, I've got to say hello to Fauntleroy Snooty as well, because like, I have been having
Snoot's
Quite a laugh.
messaged me as well.
quite a laugh with him over the last couple of weeks when whilst we've been away. Just me ripping him for doing like, you know, just the fucking Cheshire Wife stuff, and then he puts out like the Sugar Skulls and does some actual artwork, and you're like, fucking
That's
hell.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then you go, yeah, I'll tell you what, TT week, and then the next thing you get like loads of TT
But he's
bikes
done-
and like
he's
done a load of
he's
F1
done loads of
stuff.
cars
Yeah,
and stuff
no,
as
yeah,
well,
yeah.
hasn't he? Which look cool.
Mate,
That's fuck,
honestly,
mate.
like well done, like
Really
looks
cool.
really good. I think I've actually sold one to one of the TF Sport mechanics
Oh, yeah.
because he's big into bikes and stuff.
Right.
And he, mate, honestly, he's got some Frankenbike type machinery. He has.
Yeah.
Honestly, he was showing me some of his cars like that. Oh my god! Only a young lad, but like Redline as fuck. So. Honorary member of the not member of the show, friend of the show. Yeah, so I think we're going to go on. I'm not going to say too much about it, right? Because some of the shit, I'm like that. Do you know what I mean? He's like, we definitely, and he's like fully happy to go and rinse the shit out of it. Do you know what I mean? You're like, whoa. So we're not going to say too much about that, but we are going to try and get down there.
Let's do it.
And like do some stupid stuff with like some stupid vehicles.
We always like to be stupid. Let's do it.
Snack of the week. Shall we get to snack of the week? Does anyone got any other business before we get to snack of the week?
I don't think so.
What's the
I don't think
UFC doing? Have we,
Not much.
Not much?
No, not much. It's pretty dead at the moment. Like, just waiting for some big fights, really, yeah.
what have we got coming up? Anything?
Oliveira versus Taporia, like.
You got white?
Oliveira versus Taporia.
Okay, is that a big one?
Lightweight title fight, yeah, massive. Huge.
Ooh,
That's
when's,
the oncoming. I can't remember the date, but it's soon. But
It's like next month or something.
was
Yeah,
that
yeah.
like Nurmagomedov?
No.
So what was this? What read the other day about Conor McGregor having a bit of a set
An
to
Ibiza.
with Logan Paul in a nightclub.
Have you seen
or
him in
something?
Ibiza? Where he knocked out the fella in Ibiza?
Oh.
I've not
like
seen
2
it.
days ago.
McGregor?
Yeah, in Ibiza.
Oh
There's a
my
video of it. I'll have to show you
God,
after the
what's
show.
he like?
I'll show you afterwards.
Standing McGregor,
Yeah.
yeah.
You do nothing.
Apparently he came up. Apparently he said something about Ireland, and he just like you can see the
Course he
video.
did.
We just and the fella just goes flying. You know what I mean? I'll show you it afterwards. Really, like, Conor McGregor just like coked up and army. You know what I mean?
That's hilarious,
You
mate.
do nothing.
Stop ruining the place. It's full of nice people and people like that. Give it a fucking break, mate. You do not.
Conor McGregor, though, innit?
Yeah, so it looks like. Are you coming to Beef next year? September?
Yes.
Am I?
Yeah, you are. No, Mr. Rick and Ronnie are coming, we're all going, the Lid's going, Noel's going, Terry's going, we think Ali's going to come as well. It'll be a belt, mate. Wow, one of them will pick you up and carry you. What?
Yeah, maybe.
Right,
Snack of the
so,
week.
snack of the week. Whilst I was on my travels in the Pyrenees, I was staying literally 5 minutes from the Spanish border. So, went across the border. Oh, right, I tell you what, before we get to snack of the week, snack of the year. Right, and these stay over here. I came back.
It's gonna be dark and all this
What the
stuff.
fuck? He's got a box.
Oh.
He's got a box.
I came back from France with two quite sizable problems. Right, one of them is 4 Roses bourbon, and honestly, I've drunk litres of the stuff,
Yeah.
and it's lovely, isn't it?
It is
And I
lovely,
brought a few litres of it back. The other one is Madeleine's.
Oh, Madeleine's. All right, okay.
But if you get it from a Spanish supermarket, they're Magdalenes, not Madeleine's, right?
Magdalenes.
These, so we got a couple of small bags, chomped them. We saw these like the second day, it's like, who needs that many Madeleine's, right? Didn't buy them, got them from the other supermarket, couple of small bags, battered them,
Yeah.
went back to the other supermarket, and got the big box.
Have them a go, boys.
Right. This isn't snack of the week.
Yeah, I'm alright.
This is just like,
I don't
you don't want one?
No, I'm alright.
I've never had one.
Mate, honestly. These,
They are heavy, like.
and
I
you're like,
think I'll have mine after the show.
you're going to go after the show,
Yeah,
or you're going
after,
to keep your palate in one piece for the snack of the week?
I'm interested in your cheesy balls.
They actually say, look, balls.
They are like balls.
Balls.
Mollass.
Cheesy balls.
Mike Wazowski.
It's big.
Wow.
Walked off with a cheesy bollock.
Oh, mate.
Yeah. Fidgeting with the chair.
Yeah, like this. Just slash bad.
The snack of the week cupboard is
Stop.
It's stop.
fucking.
Maybe we should just do a podcast, try it every
overflowing.
stack of the week.
That's a good
I
idea.
think so. I managed to get. Remember the pull pork thing you want to right? Got
Frazzles.
Frazzles. Got a pack of them.
Yeah, they're just the best.
Right. So
I reckon
these
they're going to be heavy. Me.
these are genuine
Heavy balls.
Spanish cheese balls. Now they don't look very cheesy.
Oh!
Right, don't go off too early.
I don't
Right.
know.
I think like
Unlike you usually do.
like you can
smell
tell how
like
good a
cheese
snack
balls.
is by like whether they go from here to there, right? I don't think these are gonna make it over there.
Really?
Oh my
like
god,
that
they're
one.
cheesy as we're just gonna waft off the packet.
Yeah, Pierre, watch it.
Right. We've never had balls, we've always had like Watsits or puffs or stuff like that. Actual cheese balls. Oh
Fucking hell.
You just spat it everywhere.
Don't. Just,
Put it in your mouth.
I was going to
what it is, man.
I don't know whether I want to put these balls
Put
on
a
my
cheesy
mouth
ball in your
On my
mouth.
cheesy balls.
because they do
Put 'em in
smell.
your mouth then suck 'em. New manufacturer. Frites,
Fucking hell.
Ravish, Bolas, Sabor e Queso. Spanish as fuck.
I reckon they're pretty mid.
They taste exactly like Watsits.
Yeah, they're like
They
Watsits.
taste exactly
I
like
like
Watsits.
Watsits with a bit less cheese.
They are nice, like, you know what I mean? They're heavy.
However, these
are
have got
heavy.
like
They're like.
Don't flick your balls at me, mate.
I'm gonna get that before the dog does.
I don't know.
Tastes exactly like a Watsit to me.
texture, bang on, doesn't leave like too much clag in your mouth.
They
You're
are
not
nice,
enjoying
like,
it.
they
They
are
are very, very cheap. They are exactly what they say on the bag. Cheesy balls.
They're heavy. They are nice.
Very,
like,
very
they're nice.
cheesy.
They are nice. Like.
Yeah, aren't they?
It's one of them. It's one of them where you buy just to go through 'em, I reckon. Like you could go through a whole pack because they're so light.
Yeah, defo.
Yeah,
Got a new wine with them.
they are nice. Like
They work with the wine.
It's like a wine and cheese board, isn't it?
Cheese and wine. Yeah,
like,
without the gout. What more do you want? Alright.
I need to go for a piss.
I'm all right with them, but I'm not like overly like going. Oh yeah.
You won't be dashing back
Do
to
you know what I
Spain.
No.
They're all right just for a one-off
They're a
snack.
bit mid.
Do you reckon
A bit
there's like a
there.
thunderstorm somewhere? Because our lights
Oh,
have
let's
like
keep
flickered
flicking,
a
don't
couple
they?
of times.
I think it's that big fucking dragonfly flying across it going, ah.
So it's going to come and pick you up.
It is.
Carry on. Right.
Bed.
Brit. Ravitch. Bolas.
Cheesy fucking balls.
They are cheesy as fuck, aren't they then?
Yeah, to be fair.
Sauce, Spain. There's actually Boya supermarket in Spain. Love that place. Right. Marks out of 10, what we said.
I'm going 5.5.
Whoa.
I'm gonna say I'm about there as well. Maybe a 5. They're
What?
not.
Yeah.
They're a mid tier.
They're way in the
They're not. I'd rather have a bag of Watsits. You know what I mean?
They're just
They're not
like,
amazing.
yeah, no.
€1, 45 for an enormous bag.
they're about
It's
a quid.
about just over a quid.
They're not amazing, like, you know what I mean? I'd rather.
Value though. You've got to factor in value.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
white. The white cheddar.
We're
though,
going on quality
That's racist.
of a cheesy puff,
only if you make it.
a cheesy ball, and they're very mid.
Just give you
For me,
scores.
5.5.
I'm gonna give a 5.
Lad, I just don't think you can beat a Watsits like Chris. Me, it's an 8 for me.
What?
I was going to say
That's an 8 for me. That.
I'm a strong 7.
Yeah, that's an 8 for me. That, you know.
That's where you're at.
Strong 7, definitely, yeah. Would we buy again?
Yeah,
I'd get them again if I was in Spain and buy it.
I get them again, me, defo.
divided by 4.
It's an easy scrum.
6.375.
6.375. See, mid-table.
Yeah.
5's too low for a crisp like that.
I think you.
That's
I think I'm
exactly
with you.
what
Too
we
much of a
said.
classic,
It's
innit?
what
It's
we
like,
were
It's
saying.
they're
exactly
reliable.
what we said.
It's not an
Fucking
amazing
mid.
crisp, but
You
it's
just like go away.
They're
in
too
your mouth, like,
reliable.
they're easy
They're
to
too-
eat.
yeah.
They are, like you say, reliable.
But that
Like
doesn't make them good, does it? That makes them just like. Eh.
No, but like,
You want something that you can go, oh yeah. and
but
keep
the
going
reason
back.
something like this has been around for so long is because it's good. and everyone-
Consistency in your
it's
crisp, but see what I
consistent.
mean? That's what I like in it. Consistency in your snack is like a big thing.
I agree, mate. They're heavy.
Nah.
You can't beat it. You can't beat a cheesy pork.
I don't even know where the bag I opened yesterday. It's very up and down body, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah.
You're up and down, he's up and down.
What are they?
These are to fucking shut off the naysayers.
Oh. Are they the holy grail?
The holy grail, mate. We're going to like that.
That's what we're talking
They
about.
are the perfect
Wow.
crisp, aren't
That's
they?
what
Like,
we're
I had
talking
nearly a
about.
whole bag of them last night.
Oh, lad.
They are.
Flavour keeps going.
The
Doesn't
heaviest crisp
disappear
ever.
as soon as you've got crunch
And they
into it.
stay crispy in your mouth as well, don't they?
Yeah.
Flavour's still there. There. You eat them, they're gone.
They are not. When you eat one of them, it's like that's nothing. I know what you mean.
Doesn't
like,
compare.
what's going on here? Oh,
He's
my-
making a bowl sandwich.
Tie fighter.
Cheesy bowl sandwich. Sit down.
Wasted.
Sit down, Jack.
No, I don't know if I want to.
I think it's
They're
time for
too
astrology, mate.
yeah.
Yeah, let's
They're too heavy, Dan. We know them.
what's going on. Nah, don't ruin me, mate.
That'll make you know.
Nah.
Yeah,
It'll take your mind off them cheesy bollocks.
Oh, that's a shout.
Cheese ball. It's a bacon cheese ball fucking lollipop. No.
Get them up.
Action.
Astrology.
Astrology.
Scorpios. Your smile lights up someone else's day.
Now that's
You got the wrong one. You got the wrong one.
This smile lights up someone else's postcode, mate.
There is no.
We're going to go stand outside in a minute. We don't need that.
You can
Outdoor
see
lights.
I'll take
From
Cole.
the International
Take
Space
Cole into
Station.
occasion. Yeah.
Colin's just going to smile.
No lights are on currently.
Yeah.
So, for Virgos,
Listen up.
your hard work will be rewarded. I don't know what hard
We've
work.
had that one before, I think.
Yeah, I've not really done much work.
Aries. You will do well to advance your career.
Like, is that like, if you could stop dying, you're like, you'll fucking do well, get any
Your health will improve.
Yeah. Pisces, if this is you, this is what you can expect. Crack open your cookie, what we're saying. Be the change you want to see in the world.
Had that before.
Oh,
Want to see brighter
it's a
teeth?
bit cryptic.
Shut
Thing is, alright, you kind of get them dialed in, and then cooking rice. Like, I just see if the rice is done. You're like, you've no idea where they are in your mouth. So that you try and bite through. Like, I know I had to call Hope down like that. Yeah, I'm going that rice, see if it's cooked. I just like couldn't get a grain of rice. Like, and then you don't know whether it's cooked or not because you just like you're like Jaws off fucking 007 like that. Like that. Up you've gone.
It's like him scoffing down his food.
Yeah.
Okay,
Easy,
just before we end the show, I don't want to end up too much of that. I know it's a bit of a downer.
Oh,
But
you're gonna do a negative at the end. You're not bringing
Anyway.
the Middle East, are you?
no,
Okay.
no. Craig always comments on the show every week.
Yep.
His old man passed away a couple
Oh,
of weeks
mate.
Hope you're the right.
ago. I just want to, mate, hope to see you next Tuesday. Yeah, all our love, mate. All our condolences.
Deepest
Wishing you
sympathies,
the
mate.
best.
Yeah.
Serious, though.
Thinking of you, man.
Keeper was a top bloke.
Such a shame.
On that positive note.
And on that.
Sorry, I just had to shout.
Yeah,
alright.
absolutely
Yeah,
right.
it's
Absolutely
important.
right.
It's
Like,
important.
got to celebrate. the highs and the lows, and celebrate Keith as well.
Yes.
Have you heard from Troddy? Speaking of like
No.
people from beyond the fucking
No,
house?
no, he slipped off fucking
His
the
bike.
Australian bite somewhere.
He's off, Troddy in. Hope you're well, Troddy.
Trotting
Oh, it's winter there now, so he's like.
Yeah, it's still about 100 fucking degrees. Though, isn't it?
It's winter, and so he's put some pants on.
So yeah, and he's
Some long
he's like
shorts.
away.
Long
I
shorts.
was like saying to Rick and Ronnie, he's like, okay, so come the winter, what's the situation? Can I still get in the winter? And like, mate, I was stood on my balcony in shorts, it was 25 degrees. And you're like, there's snow on the mountains, and in the valley floor it was 25 degrees. I'm like,
That's my kind
purdy,
of, yeah.
but still warm.
That's my kind of
Do you know what I
winter.
mean? So I'm into that.
Yeah.
So, Vive France.
We'll go.
Yeah, I actually found 2 houses, and they're well affordable, and yeah. We might be doing the party from
Vive la France.
Vive la France, Vive la France. Quite easy to get to. Yeah, I need to buy myself.
I think we during the summer we need to do a road trip.
Yeah,
I think.
definitely. I think
Take a
all
few
of our
days
like
off
the
work
road
and-
trips that we've done so far have been boss. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's loads of like top end mountain biking to go and hurt ourselves on. So
We'll see.
literally, all I can smell now is the cheese off that.
Yeah.
It's all around my hands. It's like
It
pretty
is
good.
pretty
Have
pommy.
some of these.
So is that it? Are we done?
Yeah.
Any other business?
So much
No.
better. No, we're all done, I think.
In that case, thank you,
Thank you.
thank you, and until the next time, keep
it
it redline.
Redline.
Fucking nailed it! Go on, boys.
This time. Alright.
That must have been